All right, I'm here at Fight Ready MMA with Kamuela Kirk, who does not know, we don't know if you have a fight on the books, but maybe you'll tell us what's going on, man. We haven't heard from you for a while. It's been a while since your UFC debut. Getting back in the gym, obviously getting some good training in.
Absolutely. Now, am I looking at you or am I looking at the camera?
You can look at the camera.
All right, look at the camera. Yeah, everything is great, man. Just been training hard. Got a little sick, with COVID and everything, so it kind of put me back a little bit, but we're looking for a new fight. I'm hoping to get something lined up in March, right around the middle of March. Yeah,
because I had heard your name come up in some discussions, I think at the end of last year with Bill Algeo or something, and at that time. So yeah, you said you had COVID. Was that a tough battle? Was it just something that you got sick for a while?
No, honestly, I don't even think I got COVID. There was COVID going around. I ended up getting real sick. I tested like 4 times. Dude, I think I'm just unCOVIDable. I tested 4 times. It was negative every single time, but everybody around me was getting COVID. So there was just a lot of weirdness with training. Between COVID, the common cold, the flu, everything was going around all at the same time. So it kind of just put everybody back a little bit, but now the whole team is back. We even had to close the gym down for a couple of days while everybody was sick just so that they could recover. But we're back in the swing of things. I did have a fight lined up in October, because my last fight was June 5th when I made my debut. Had another fight lined up in October. My opponent ended up backing out, so then that kind of fell through. It's kind of been one thing after the next, but it's a new year, dude. Everything's smooth. Everybody's healthy. So like I said, man, we're trying to get something for mid-March.
I love it, man. And I guess the good thing about the layoff is you're coming off a pretty awesome win in your debut. Was it nice I know you probably don't want to reflect on it too much. You'd rather get back in action, but was it nice looking back on that, just how things played out?
Dude, we can reflect on it forever. Dude, it was one of the best moments of my life. I don't mind looking back. It was cool. Yeah, I'm on a 3-fight win streak. 2021, dude, was hands down the best year of my life. January of last year, I started the year off strong with one of my best performances to date. My fight after that, I took a short notice fight, and it was the main event for LFA. It was the first time I ever headlined any card between my amateur and professional career. And then shortly after that, I think it was about 3 weeks or so, I made my UFC debut against Amir Khani, who was a former top 15 ranked guy. So it wasn't like I made my debut against a scrub. He's a very, very tough guy, well known in the division, and then walked with the victory, dude. So we can talk about that all you want.
And I think too, there was, if I recall correctly, it was kind of a comeback of sorts for you too, because you had I think you had said you had dabbled kind of thinking about what, how your career would go, if this was something that you really were ever going to be able to achieve. So was that a big?
I never thought about quitting.
Yeah.
In my post-fight press conference after my UFC debut, I'd kind of mentioned this story, and then I saw some different stories that came out, like Kirk was a year ago thought about quitting and then wins his UFC debut. It wasn't that I thought about quitting. I was questioning whether or not I was on the right track with my life. I was questioning things, and I was like, man, am I doing the right thing? Because there were just so many different things. I have 4 losses, and 3 of those were split decision losses. All 3 that I thought that I won. And so it just got to the point where when you take a loss, especially when it's like a split decision, it feels like something was stolen from you when you truly believe that you won. And then that when you're trying to get into UFC, that one loss can set you back 2-3 fights. Most guys only fight 2-3 times a year, so it's like now we're looking at how many more years until I just get back into a spot where I'm being considered to get in the UFC again. So it was just one of those things where I'm like, man, am I doing the right thing? I'm not getting any younger. I was 26 at the time, so I was just questioning things, but I never once thought about quitting. It was more like, what can I do to get back on track? And we did that.
Yeah, you figured it out. So I guess that poses the question: what do you want next? When do you want to fight again? Is it just waiting on that UFC call, really?
Yeah, so my managers are working on it. So we're working on, like I said, something mid-March.
Yep.
And I never want to move backwards. I only want to fight guys who are going to allow me to continue climbing the ladder in the featherweight division. I'm in this for one reason, and that is to be the best. And I want to get that title, and I want to fight whoever's going to allow me to get closer in line for the title shot eventually down the road. So I want to fight guys with good records, guys who are climbing, and that's what we're looking to do mid-March.
Awesome. How many times would you like to fight this year if you had
Honestly, I would like to fight minimum of 3 times. God willing, I stay healthy, then let's do 4, let's do 5, assuming that, I go out there, get some good wins, get some good finishes, stay healthy. I want to fight as often as possible.